Hello, I'm an experienced design director within the pre-sales department of a software vendor. In the following story, I will show you that despite a very complex selection process, the choice of a software solution comes down to an irrational decision. For my birthday, we had booked some seats to go to the theater. As I have young children, I had also booked a babysitter to take care of them. The scene took place last Saturday. It was 11 o'clock in the morning and the phone rang. It was the babysitter. She was calling sick. She wouldn't be able to look after my children. So what can I do? Cancel my reservation at the theater? No way. I had to find a solution. I started looking for an available babysitter, and my best option was the internet. There are many websites to find a babysitter. So I had some selection criteria: someone between 40 and 50 years old, with references, who passed a childcare diploma to secure my choice. And of course, someone who was available for that night and not too expensive either. I ticked my criterion filter and I get the right profile. Mary was her name. I was going to confirm my request on the website when the door rang. It was my neighbor. She came to return my key. We chat and I told her about my babysitter issue. She told me that she knew in our building a young 17 years old high school girl who was certainly available that night. Emily was her name. And she would be a good candidate, she explained. Therefore, what would you do? If you were in my shoes, who would be your choice? Mary from the website or Emily in the neighborhood? You have 3 seconds to decide. But remember, we are talking about your children. It's an important decision. Who would you pick? If you picked Emily, it's irrational. Some say that this decision was led with the right hand side of the brain. This is intuitive, emotional. Because for babysitting, you've just selected a 17 years old teenager whom you know nothing about her. It's far away from your main criteria. So don't panic. We all do the same. And of course, our customers who are seeking a new software solution might do the same too. They have many selection criteria. They want to have some specific features. They create a specification document to explain their needs. They want to validate their criteria with product demo, proof of concept, and prototype. But at the very end of the selection process, when they will have 2 or 3 shortlisted software vendors, the final choice will be based on subjective criteria. Our customer will even be able to argue this subjective choice by lowering the criteria which at the start of the process were a prerequisite, like you. I'm sure you can justify why you picked Emily. In my pre-sales department, we cover very well rational decision. We are many consultants who answer functional, technical questions from the customer. We answer RFI, RFP, we deliver some presentation, demo, POC. We've been doing this task since the pre-sales position exists in the software industry. My role in the sales cycle as an experienced designer is precisely to take care of this irrational part of the choice, to be sure that the customer will enjoy to work with our team and will finally select our software. It's not easy since it's based on subjective criteria. To do this, I lead a collaborative design workshop with design thinking, storytelling, and coaching to have outstanding pitches. My goal is to turn this sales cycle in a differentiating and memorable experience for our customer, and at the end of the journey, to win the deal. I hope that with this video, you have a better understanding of my role as an experienced designer.